Look at the pattern. The Patriot Act after 9/11, bank bailouts after 2008, lockdowns after 2020. Every time there's a crisis, you lose freedom. Every single time. So what kind of crisis do they need to make you accept total financial control? Right now, 98% of the world's central banks are building digital currencies. The European Central Bank wants theirs fully operational by 2029. That's 3 years away. They're not waiting for you to want this. They're waiting for you to be so desperate that you'll beg for it, and when you do, they own you. Completely. Here's their playbook. They've used it for decades, and you fell for it every time. Step 1, let a crisis happen. Step 2, wait for you to panic. Step 3, offer a solution that steals your freedom. 9/11, you were terrified. They passed the Patriot Act overnight, 400 pages nobody read. Now they listen to your calls, read your texts, track everywhere you go, and you said yes because you were scared. 2008, banks crashed the economy. You lost your job, your house, maybe your retirement, the bankers who caused it, bonuses, bailouts, golden parachutes. You got nothing, except more government control. 2020, COVID. They said 2 weeks. It became 2 years. Your business died. Your kids couldn't go to school. You couldn't visit your dying parents, but Amazon made billions. Walmart stayed open, and you obeyed. They learned something crucial. You'll surrender everything when you're scared enough. And now they're coming for your money. 63 banks are on the FDIC's failure list right now. Almost 300 more are drowning in bad loans. Empty office buildings, commercial real estate nobody wants, and your bank owns all that garbage. Silicon Valley Bank, Signature, First Republic. You think those were accidents? Those were warnings. 567 banks have failed since 2001. Last year was the worst since 2008. So here's the question they don't want you asking. If the system is broken, why aren't they fixing it? Why are they building something completely different? Because they don't want to fix it. They want to replace it with something they control completely. American banks are hiding $600 billion in losses. Right now, your deposits, your savings, gone on paper, but they don't have to tell you it's legal. They call it unrealized losses. Translation: we gambled with your money and lost, but we're not admitting it yet. Half of Americans don't trust banks anymore. Good. They shouldn't. Your money isn't in the bank. They lent it, invested it, gambled with it. And when everyone wants their money at once, the bank fails. That's a bank run. That's what they're terrified of. But here's the sick part. They're not making banks safer. They're building a system where you can't take your money out. Because it won't be in a bank, it'll be in their digital prison, and they'll control every penny. The European Central Bank is already picking tech companies to build this. Christine Lagarde calls it imperative. Why the rush? What do they know is coming? She said they're campaigning for digital currency. Campaigning. Like selling you something you don't want. This isn't just Europe. Kazakhstan launched theirs. Nepal, Philippines, Brazil, Singapore, all at once. You think that's coincidence? The IMF built training courses teaching governments how to roll out CBDC, how to get you to adopt them, how to crush resistance. They made a handbook. Step-by-step instructions for taking control of your money. The World Economic Forum published reports calling CBDC transformative. Not better. Not improved. Transformed. When elites say they're transforming something, run. At a WEF panel, a central bank governor admitted the game. He said, "We're going to stop calling it central bank digital currency. We'll call it digital cash." Catch that? They're renaming it, making it sound normal, safe, friendly, while they build a prison for your wallet. Then he said, "Hopefully we'll be 100% digital." 100% digital means no cash. Zero. You won't hold a dollar bill ever again. Every penny will be digital. In their system. Under their control. And here's where he admits what they did to you. Cash use declined. The transition won't be a stretch. People are used to it. Adoption increased because of COVID. There's very little resistance. He bragged about it. They used COVID to train you like a dog. No cash. Digital only. And you barely noticed. But now it gets demonic. At another WEF meeting, they discussed programmable money. Money with expiration dates. Your money with an expiration date. Spend it by Friday or it vanishes. That you can't save, you can't build wealth, you can't escape, you spend or you lose it, you're a slave on a hamster wheel forever. But that's just the beginning. Programmable money means rules. Their rules. They decide what you can buy. No guns, no crypto, no donations to politicians they don't like. No gas because climate. No meat because emissions. No whatever they ban next week. They can freeze your account if you tweet something they hate. They can fine you automatically. They can limit your spending. They can punish you instantly for anything. If they control every dollar you spend, every purchase you make, every transaction you need to survive, do you really think they won't use that power? They're already saying it out loud, at the World Economic Forum, on camera, and nobody's stopping them. This isn't about convenience, it's not about fighting crime, those are lies. This is about owning you, your family, your future, everything. So how do they make you accept it? They make you desperate. Picture this. You wake up. 5 major banks collapsed overnight. Yours is one of them. You run to the ATM, empty. Another one, empty. The bank branch? Locked. Sign says temporarily closed. You've got $800 in checking, $3,000 in savings, and $50 cash in your wallet. That's it. That's all you can touch. Your kids need food. Rent is due, car payment, insurance, everything auto withdraws. But there's nothing to withdraw. You can't buy groceries, can't get gas, can't pay bills. That night, the president speaks. Don't panic. We have a solution. Download the Fed app. Your money transfers today. Your family eats tomorrow. What do? Your kids are crying. Your spouse is freaking out. You need gas for work tomorrow, and you download it. You click agree. You accept whatever they want. Because what choice do you have? Or maybe it's a cyber attack. Russia, China, doesn't matter. Payment networks crash. No credit cards, no debit cards. Banks offline. For days. Nobody can buy anything. Gas stations close. Grocery stores are cash only, but ATMs are dead. The country stops. Then the announcement. This is why we built CBDC, hack-proof, protected, download it, get back to normal. You'll do it, because your family is starving or hyperinflation. The dollar crashes. Milk costs $20, eggs $15, gas $12 a gallon. Your $10,000 in savings buys a week of groceries. The old dollar failed. New digital dollar, stable, protected, one-to-one conversion, save your family. What do? Or all three at once. Banks failing, cyber attack, currency collapse, perfect storm, maximum panic. And you sitting there with hungry kids and an empty tank will accept anything to make it stop. The system is already built, already tested, already waiting. They just need you scared enough. And here's why this time is different. They're not building it during the crisis, it's already done. 98% of central banks finished research. They're deploying now. The tech is ready, the laws are written, the infrastructure is installed. They just need your consent, or your desperation. Why would they spend billions building this? A system nobody wants, that gives them total power over your money, unless they already know exactly when you'll beg for it. Look around. Unstable banks, no trust, inflation, chaos everywhere. Any of these could trigger it, or all of them. The question isn't if, it's which crisis. And when. Here's what you do right now. Understand the playbook. Problem, reaction, solution. When the crisis hits, ask yourself, was this solution ready before the problem? Does it give them more power? Does it take my freedom? If yes to all three, you're being played. Don't let fear make you stupid. Terrified people make terrible decisions. Decisions they regret forever. Hold physical cash now. They want it gone. That's why you need it. Cash is freedom. Cash is private. Cash works when everything crashes. Get assets they can't control. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, land, tools, skills, anything with value outside their system. You don't have to leave the banking system tomorrow, but if you're completely dependent on it, you're vulnerable. When they switch to CBDC, you'll have no choice, unless you're prepared, unless you have a backup, unless you kept something they can't touch. Tell people, your family, friends. They think this is conspiracy. They don't know 98% of central banks are building this. They don't know the digital euro launches in 4 years. They don't know bankers openly discuss expiring money, show them facts, timelines, direct quotes. Let them think for themselves. And if this opened your eyes, if you're finally seeing the pattern, hit that subscribe button right now, because I'm going to keep tracking this as it unfolds. Every move they make, every crisis they manufacture, every lie they tell, you'll see it here first before the mainstream media spins it, so you don't miss what's coming next. If enough people see this coming, if enough people say no, they lose. They need your fear, your compliance, your begging. But if you refuse, if millions refuse, the plan dies. Right now, we are in the setup phase. The trap is being built. The bait is ready. The crisis is coming. You're the target. When it hits, you choose. Government digital money that controls everything, or freedom. But make that choice now. While you're calm, while you're thinking clearly, while your kids aren't starving. When banks fail and you haven't eaten in 2 days, you won't think rationally. You'll take anything they offer. Decide today. What matters more? Comfort or freedom? Safety or independence? Their system or your life? Another crisis is coming. That's the only way they can sell you CBDC, through fear, crisis, desperation. And once you're in, once cash is gone, once every transaction is tracked and controlled, there's no escape. You won't save money they don't approve. You won't buy things they don't allow. You won't donate to causes they hate. You won't help people they target. You won't be free. You'll own nothing. You'll have no privacy, no independence, and you'll have no one to blame but yourself. Because I'm telling you now, you know what's coming. Will you prepare? Or will you be asking 5 years from now how this happened? The choice is yours. The window is closing. Stay awake, stay ready, stay free.